do you expect such a thing happening from, if I just, a very simple example, Taliban office was here in Doha and the US were negotiating with them. Do we expect the US to attack Taliban office and this is justified because of something happened in Afghanistan? This is never this is setting a precedent. Today, we are not seeing that what happened to Qatar is just happening to it's not about our sovereignty. It's about the international law. It's been put in question. Now we are at a determinal moment. The international community, do they want a rule-based order? Or they want just a chaotic world? What we are seeing in our region right now, that's what this Prime Minister is leading us to a chaotic world. And there is nothing stopping him.
We know that 5 members, at least, of the Hamas delegation were killed in that residence, and a Qatari security official who was detailed to that residence was also killed. And as I understand it, there are others who are injured quite seriously, including other Qataris. The chief Hamas negotiator, Khalil al-Khaya, though, who was the target, or at least one of the targets of this attack, a man, again, that you met last Monday, is, as we understand it, still alive. Is that the case? And if so, what is his condition, sir?
Well, first of all, the first identified body who was killed in that attack was a Qatari officer, 22 years old, who was on duty to protect the facility as any other facilities that we have in Doha. That's number one. Number two, the identified bodies also of the other Palestinian killed, they are staffers who are working with them in Clark's work.
These are not high-level members of the Hamas delegation. Were they not there at the time?
So, I mean, until now, we are trying to identify if there is any other one missing. There are people who are injured. There are some of them, there are Qataris who are in a severe, in a very dangerous situation. There is another Qatari officer, he's in a very critical position. We pray for him. But I don't know, I mean, going back that he is targeting, and this is justifying for him to target, if he has something with Hamas or Hamas leaders, justifying that targeting them in another sovereign nation, just compare it to any other act. How do you see the world react for other countries, other states who are conducting an operation in other nations' sovereignty to target someone that they wanted?
He has said you either expel them, Hamas, or bring them to justice, because if you don't, we will. And we've talked about whether you see that as a threat. Where are the Hamas members right now, and will you shut down their offices? It's a question that has to be asked. And because I want to ask you about the future of these talks at this point.
This is actually right now we are reassessing everything about the whole process. We are in a very in a very detailed conversation with the United States government, and we need to understand what will be the way forward, because such a thing is unacceptable. And as I told you, it wasn't for us, it is attack on our sovereignty, it's attack on our nation, but it's an attack on the entire region. Today, the entire GCC region is at risk. GCC is one of the most important allies of the United States in the Middle East. The leaders around the world, everyone is calling us shocked with such an act. If Netnyahu believes that he will never be held accountable, and he continues such a statement by just throwing these statements and threatening countries, I don't know how the world want to deal with it. Our sovereignty, we will protect it, we will defend it to the end.
So the future of these talks at this point, not clear?
I mean, I don't have an answer for this because really I see a meaningless talk. Right now what we are doing, and I think that I've been rethinking even about the entire process for the last few weeks, that Netanyahu was just wasting our time. He wasn't serious about anything.
What about Khaliil al-Khaya and the Hamas delegation there? Were they also wasting your time?
Well, actually, look, to be very open, the position that we brought them from to the position that we got on August 18th in Egypt, in Cairo, was far from their initial position. That's number one. Number two, we have to go back to the last ceasefire. The last ceasefire that was brokered by Qatar, US, and Egypt, and guaranteed by those three mediators, supposed to hold the talks on day 16. Israel never showed up for these talks. They broke the ceasefire, and when they became interested in the talks, they came here, and they started to put proposals which was very obvious that Hamas will refuse. So, I will not be in between, the game of tactics of the Israelis or Hamas. I'm at the end of the day, I'm a mediator, I'm a facilitator, I'm trying to facilitate those, so I'm trying to bridge those gaps. And what we see, the progress in the position in August, I think that was significant progress. Unfortunately, Netanyahu declined again, and he never responded to that. And they came up with this new proposal, which also was far away from what was proposed in August, what was accepted in August. And they were asking us to pressure Hamas, and we were pressuring them, and we were progressing toward that direction.
I have to ask you again, Khaliil al-Khaya, where is he and how is he?
Until now, there is no official declaration where is he. Do you expect from me to declare today?